I think many of us assume that there are many more barriers to owning property abroad and living abroad than there actually are. Depending on the country you're looking at investing in, there are various visa options available that allow you to stay in your overseas property for extended periods of time, even fully restriction-free. In Aruba, for example, there are no restrictions on foreign buyers purchasing property on the island, and you can spend up to 180 days of the year there without a residency permit. In many countries, international buyers have the opportunity to gain residency through Golden Visa programs. The UAE's Golden Visa program is going strong, and although Spain and Greece are potentially upping the minimum purchase requirements for their respective programs, the price points are still relatively reasonable. There are a few regions that spring to mind when considering emerging luxury markets across the globe. Firstly, I'd take a look at Greece, both in and around Athens, as well as across its many islands. Real estate in Greece is more favorably priced than other similar Mediterranean markets, and there are just so many gorgeous areas to choose from. Then, in Portugal, while the likes of the Algarve and the Azores have fairly well-established luxury markets, we're seeing greater interest in the cities of Lisbon and Porto, where more Americans are starting to take advantage of the country's various residency options and beautiful architecture and scenery. Closer to home, Tulum on the Caribbean coast of Mexico is seeing a rise in luxury developments and is set to open its own international airport next year. And speaking of international flights, with the launch of direct flights between New York and the Spanish island of Mallorca last year, we've seen interest from American buyers just skyrocket. Taxation is a big one, as again, it varies significantly from country to country. The Cayman Islands, for example, is a tax-neutral jurisdiction with zero property, capital gains, estate, or sales taxes. It would also be wise to consider the costs of maintaining your property when you're not there. And there are other fees and costs associated with purchasing property in other countries that can differ from domestic U.S. relocation or second home buying, including legal fees, notary fees, stamp duty, and property registration fees.